Hey, Freland.
Are you getting something in your ear?
Do you hear something in the production truck?
I hear something. I'm not really quite sure what it. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's get a hold of Craig Leathers. Where is he? Where's Craig? All right.
Hold on here. Hold on. Wait. What's this? Holy
Craig Leathers.
Oh, what is?
Hey-o.
Look there. Look who it. Wait. Hold on.
Is there something else? Whoa!
Oh, hey, what
Kids.
up, bitches?
Tell your friends right now. The Hardcore Legends are live on the show. This is incredible.
Okay, I gotta go.
See ya.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit back here and let you three do you guys.
I mean, that's probably illegal in most states as well. But you know what? In Delaware, that may be a state that's available.
Married a
to
long
do it.
time. I'll take what I can get.
Oh man.
Oh man.
So Mikey, first of all, let's start with you, my friend. How are you? We all saw the vicious elbow situation that was going on. What happened with that? We were really concerned.
I just fell. You know, the usual.
That hold it. I've heard you fall into a dog cage, into a dog bowl, over chairs. You went through a kitchen table during the creation of this show, and none of them resulted in what we saw on social media.
Apparently, I've been retired so long, and I don't know how to fall anymore.
So how much? So kind of take us through the story here. So did you immediately go to the hospital, or was there like a day or two you waited and then?
It was more like a week.
It's insane. That's insane.
You know. Jerry knows how it is. It'll be all right.
Yeah, just shake it off.
Yeah.
Wow. So how is it feeling right now?
Good. It's normal now.
As normal could be, right?
Yes.
What are you looking for, Mikey?
Leave me hanging there. So it's good to see you. Before I get to my friend here, Mr. Lynn, how else have you been since the last time we've talked? I mean, you look really good.
You lie like a rug.
He would look a lot better in the new FRM t-shirt.
Was it an iron-on?
Oh, no. These are mint.
It was the very first one ever made. It was the very first one ever made. I made sure I had the whole iron-on thing. I feel like it gets a really bad rap. It's a nice shirt.
It's a really cheap rap.
I mean, you could at least, got you like one of those cricket things where you like iron it on, but it fuses into the shirt, not that like big plastic bag on top of the shirt.
Okay, so you can feel the material and you can scratch it. I get it. Okay, touche.
Did you even iron it, or did you have Meg do it?
I didn't know. I actually went to the mall.
There's
this guy.
Somebody?
You didn't do it yourself?
It was $60.
$60 for that shirt
to get it made.
Refund.
He went to Tarbosh at the mall. He said,
It was the Pakistani guy. He's really, really nice.
Oh my goodness.
His name is Ricky, and I went there, and he said, "Yeah, we'll hook you up." And he just cut it out of the stuff, and he put it on the chest, and he said, "Does it work?" And I said, "It sounds good."
No, God named Ricky.
You sew it on like a moccasin?
No,
Wow.
I try to be proactive. I try to be proactive and do something. And that's what I get. God.
Freland.
That wasn't proactive. You did it the night before.
That doesn't matter. I still look proactive. Is there a time frame that has to happen to be proactive? Like a week ahead of time?
I will never forget. You sent that picture. Jerry and I were like, it's about to be the big D and not in a good way. The one that's going to cost you money.
I still have it. It's still nice. But I realize
I'm not talking about the shirt. I'm talking about the moccasins.
That was made with love.
I know.
That was made with love. I could have purchased her.
It was made with love at $1.50.
I did use my Michael's educator's discount for that. And 3 sticks of hot glue. Let me tell you about that, man.
That's how you put that logo on that shirt.
Hot glue.
Hot glue.
That's right.
You know, Freeland, with knowing that guy on a first name basis, I'm kind of wondering what other shirts you had him iron on for you so you didn't have to go buy.
No, nothing. Why? Why would you? What do you mean? I haven't had any other. Look, I don't dabble in the crafts a whole lot.
What happened? For a while there, you were sitting at the table. You had like a Hulk Hogan backdrop. Now you're back in the old bag's chair.
No, the reason
I see you've changed the Afghan.
I got a new slip for the chair. The reason I'm sitting here is my back hurts like hell. I sit on these wooden chairs for.
You steal that window frame from a church? Yep, that one. That's it.
It's a nice one. It's nice. So it's got family pictures.
Random children picked up. That's good.
Nah, it came with the frame.
That'll get you 15 to 20.
So I do want to make this point. I don't know if I shared this with you guys, but I actually got to spend some time with my good personal longtime friend, Mr. Jerry Lynn.
Yeah, I saw you behind John Mosley looking like you wanted to accost him of some very naughty things.
You're absolutely terrible. You're absolutely terrible. I was going to tap him on the shoulder, and then that Shane guy, that guy scares the crap out of me. I am never going to be. Oh my God! There's a security guy.
His job is to keep creepers like you away.
I'm not a creeper.
Oh my yes. Hey, Mikey, could you imagine if Kenny Omega walked down there instead of Moxley?
He'd be in jail. Shane, nobody's stopping him.
This is absolutely ridiculous. But no, I want to.
The good thing is you wouldn't have seen him because you would have been on his knees. You would have been above the camera.
Wow.
They frame him pretty tight.
Oh,
just
no.
in case.
Wow.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I take my fanhood very seriously, but I don't cross that line. I don't. Hey. By the way, I feel bad because I kind of was a.
Are you nervous? You're starting to tick.
I was kind of a big deal in my section because Jerry
took up 6 seats. I'm here all night, folks.
6 seats?
No, I'm not.
Aren't you concerned?
AEW was concerned. Jerry, you're the one that copped him in. So Jerry, look.
So I got to meet Jerry. He came to my section, and I felt bad because all of a sudden, when people saw Jerry come out, it was like everybody was swarming.
Not really.
No, there were people.
Wait.
There were people.
You felt sorry. Everybody felt
sorry
for Jerry.
They knew Jerry was doing a Make-A-Wish, so they had to be sure that. No, you left him alone.
This is horrible. This is wow. But Jerry, thank you. It was very, very nice getting a chance to. I have a picture as well, but I'm not going to put it. I'm not going to put it up right now because I feel like
enough pictures.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, Jerry said he give you 2 comps. You took 6 seats. You took 6 seats. They're docking Jerry $126.92 out of his paycheck.
Yeah, I tried to get you in the handicap section with a screwdriver
and a private stall in the bathroom.
Yeah.
One of the biggest nights of my professional wrestling fandom, and this is what I get in return. Thank you.
Listen, you went. I went to AEW. Jerry didn't even say hello to me. I didn't see him all night.
When was that?
Yeah, when were you at AEW?
Like a year ago, year and a half ago in Philadelphia.
In Philly. Well, you had to leave, didn't you?
He did. Let's not change the story.
I can't remember.
I remember perfectly fine. First of all, he didn't come out and say hi to me. I couldn't go back and say hello to anybody. I had to be like Jabroni in the seat. Then when the show was over, he goes, "Pick me around out front." So we had to drive around the building a few times before we went to Jerry outside. Snuck in real quick and left. I said, "I get it. I see how it is."
Wow. Well, let's put this this reunion here just on hold for a brief moment. Let's put this on hold because I'm very, very excited right now. Okay, and I'm sure this
again. Keep the camera tight.
Never misses a beat. Never misses a beat.
We don't want to see any ads for pup tents.
Hey!
Oh, trust me, you're not going to see any ads on this show ever.
No.
This is how Jerry gets. Jerry gets real comfortable. He lays down in a bed. He has his little drink. Yeah, his little coffin. All right, let's go ahead and let's bring this individual on. I am very excited about bringing her on. Obviously, Jerry and Mikey are here as well, which is actually a huge bonus. I did, and she's amazing.
How much
and that's why I did
How much did you pay her?
She agreed on her own free will.
This is business. She comes on a podcast. You got to pay her.
He gave her coupons.
Wait, Mikey, are we getting paid?
Are we getting paid?
Jerry, we haven't gotten paid since 2017. All right, let me go ahead and let me bring her on.
Has it been that long?
It's been it's been
That's
that long.
right, Bubba.
We got a really big episode coming up for our 3-year anniversary, so
I can take 6 seats, 6 screens.
I'm
6 screens.
starting to feel good about myself, and slowly as the reunion goes on, I start to go down.
How's the chat room? Anybody happy we're here? There's nobody watching. Very good. Perfect.
Everyone's going to be watching now. Let me bring this individual on.
Yeah, bring her on. Bring her on.
She is a successful professional wrestler. She's held titles in different promotions. She's got a great look, great intensity, great charisma, and we've been talking for a while. Let me bring her on. This is Billie Starkz. Billie, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
We are good. Let me introduce you to the Ritt and to ECW's Jerry, Lynn, and Mikey Whipwreck as well.
I met Billie.
Hey, Billie. How are you?
I'm good. How is everybody?
We're great.
Did Freland pay you yet for your appearance here?
No, not yet.
We can talk about this after the stream is over.
Don't hold your breath.
Please don't wait by the mailbox if you're waiting for his check. And if it does, it's rubber.
Oh, boy.
Billie, it's great. Billie, it's great to see you.
We want you to feel like it's ECW-like, so you're just not going to get paid.
Billie, it's great that we got a chance to finally go ahead and sync up our schedules here. So how have you been, and how has the wrestling scene been treating you recently?
Pretty great. I just went out to Seattle this weekend, and I had a great time. Flew back and went to school.
Wow. So tell everybody about this who may not be super familiar. So going to school and wrestling at the same time, what is life like with all that?
It's pretty crazy, but I worked through it. I had an essay due on Monday that was not done, a 1,000-word essay that I had to do on the plane, so that was fun. But most of my teachers work with me, and I'm pretty organized for the most part, but wrestling and doing school at the same time is a struggle.
So what made you decide, you know what, while I'm going to school, I'm going to do this wrestling thing at the same time? Did you ever think that it might be a little much on your plate, or did you say, you know what, let's just roll with it?
I've always just loved wrestling, so I was like, screw it, this is what I want to do. Might as well start now.
So when you decided that wrestling was something that you wanted to do, who were some of the early influences that you had? Was there anybody that stands out that when you started watching, like, oh, I really like watching him, or I really like watching her?
So, like, when I first started watching wrestling, I was, like, watching the era where, like, Bailey and Finn Balor were in NXT, so they, like, stood out to me. But then when I started going to, like, independent shows, I, like, fell in love for Necro Butcher for some reason. I was just like, yeah, this man yeeted a trash can across the Colgate gym. This is what I love to see.
Yeah, the Necro Butcher is definitely somebody who I've not gotten to see a whole lot of his work, but from what I have seen, it is very entertaining. So here you are, obviously deciding that you wanted to wrestle and go to school. What were your folks' thoughts at that point in time? Did they say, you know, hey, go for it, this sounds great, or was there a little hesitation?
Both of my parents were, like, super supportive of it, especially my dad, because he, like, was the one who introduced me into wrestling. And then my mom was just confused by it. She was like, I don't understand what's going on, but cool. If you're having fun, just do it. She's more into, like, the marketing and making, like, the gear look pretty. So all my merchandise and gear looking pretty is due to her.
So how does that work as far as just the social landscape of being a student still in school? What do other people say when they come up to you and they realize that you're traveling around the country and you're doing all these things, but then come Monday morning, you're just a regular student again?
So, like, for a while, a lot of people didn't know. I wasn't, like, hiding it, but I wasn't, like, going around and telling people what I was doing. But, like, my freshman year of high school, I had, like, one of my teachers pull me out to the hallway, and she asked me, "Is everything okay at home?" And I was, like, confused. I'm like, what does that mean? And it was because I was coming to school just, like, covered in bruises from wrestling. And she thought, like, oh, something's going on. I better talk to this kid.
Wow.
So then I had to explain to everybody that I was a wrestler, so no one thought my mother beat me.
That's definitely something that you probably want to put out there so your parents don't get some type of bad rap.
Yeah, so soon everybody knew that I was wrestling, and like that's what I did every weekend. And it just became like the normal. My bunny came to like join me in the podcast, the good old Thumper.
Oh my gosh, a rabbit.
Yes,
Very nice.
Pet bunny. He just decided that he wanted to jump and cuddle in bed with me.
Does he poop all over the house? Does he poop all over the house?
No, he has a litter box. He uses his litter box.
Oh, nice.
You can train a rabbit?
Yes. It's difficult, but yes.
Wow.
Oh, Jerry.
What? I can't train guinea pigs to use a litter box. No way.
I had a rabbit one time. We named it Hassan Pfeffer.
Oh no!
Didn't last very long, but the wake was very delicious. Let's kind of get back.
I got a question for Billy. What are you going to school for?
I'm still in high school, actually.
How old were you when you started wrestling?
I was 13 when I started wrestling.
Oh my God! Wow. Now, didn't your dad bring you to one of my seminars?
Yeah.
Was that in Tullahoma? Or where was that? Where was that one?
I'm trying to remember. I don't remember exactly where it was at. I just remember traveling.
Okay. Because I remembered, the blue hair really reminds me. But I remember.
That's what gets most people.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember you were there and that your dad brought you. So I'm glad to see you're busier.
Yeah, the schedule picked up, especially like it was weird because everything like stopped during COVID, but then I was still like one of the only people wrestling, and then now the world's getting back to normal, and I feel like my schedule was just packed.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So how does that actually go? Because I know there's some people we've talked to that go to different wrestling schools that they'll train, but they want you to be, 17 or 18 or whatever like that. So obviously you got a quicker jump start into the whole thing. 13 is pretty early.
Sounds good.
I think her screen froze.
Her screen's froze, or she really didn't like that question. I'm impressed. I am thoroughly impressed because I can barely juggle my life, and she's juggling being in high school.
Wait, she moved.
And flying around and competing and doing all this other kind of stuff. I could not even at that age fathom that.
I couldn't imagine. Well, when I broke in, everyone was a bunch of,
God, did you just
well
look
over
87 years old?
Wait, Jerry, did you just try to stand up and then decide, screw it, I'm going to lay back down?
I was straightening out something.
Wow.
Oh, hey now, come on now.
What? Really?
Billy, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm back. It kind of froked out for a minute.
No, you're fine.
Billy, how old are you now?
I'm 16 now.
Oh, Jesus. Behave, everybody, behave.
And you've already been wrestling 3 years?
That's incredible.
Man.
So, I mean, gosh, most of my questions here are going to be, I'm going to have to tweak and modify some of these.
Well,
so
I'm amazed that your parents supported you. I broke into wrestling when I was 25 and my parents didn't want me doing it.
Yeah, me neither.
I feel like it was very just because I did sports before that. They always saw it as just another sport. And I was always taking care of my body. Like I do weightlifting now, and I'm just trying my best to stay in good health.
I did a lot of sports and stuff, but the first thing my mom said when I said I was going to go to camp to be a wrestler, she says, "Why do you want to get hurt?" So I was like, "I don't want to get hurt."
That was the argument my parents had, because my mom's like, "Oh, it's gonna hurt," and my dad's like, "It's all fake. It's all baloney." So the other argument between those two.
That's where I screwed up.
Somehow it ended up just me calling me, as my dad would go, "You're an idiot."
See, Mikey and I, where we screwed up? We didn't do the fake stuff. That's where we screwed up.
So
yeah, but Jerry, you started with the fake stuff.
How?
And then, faker stuff, and then you came to ECW, where it just was like, okay, this is like, insanity. I started with the bad stuff.
Someone should have told some of those guys who were 6'4" and 270 pounds that, hey, this is supposed to be fake.
Yeah.
So Billy, when it comes to wrestling, you've been wrestling for 3 years now, and the bumps, the bruises, the contusions, all that kind of stuff comes with the territory. What has been the worst injury you've received so far?
Probably when I had to go get staples. I took a dive to concrete. It was just a freak accident, and I busted my head open. And I honestly was fine. I didn't have a concussion. I finished the match. I was getting yelled at by everybody. But I went to the back, got checked by EMT. He rinsed my head off with saline, and then my mom drove me to urgent care and got staples in my head.
Oh my God.
How did you
I
manage to hit
honestly
the
was
floor?
fine, because I remember it was a double suicide, and when the one guy suicide before me hit the guy that was catching us, and they stepped back and they reached for me, and I knew I wasn't getting caught. So as I'm going through the ropes, I tuck, and I just remember laying on the concrete. I go, "Oh, I'm not concussed. I don't see any dots. I'm good." And then everybody swarmed me, and I was like, "Oh, crap." And then I remember my mom yelling at Joey Janela and Marco Stunt, because they're trying to check on me, and she's like, "Get away. She's fine. She's fine."
So I was looking
Billy,
at
where are you out of?
I'm out of Louisville, Kentucky.
Nice.
I'm in Cincinnati, so that's right.
Yeah, Ohio, Kentucky. Yeah, I get it.
Well, so I was looking at your resume, and there's a lot of places you've been to, and obviously you've been with GCW, and that in itself, has its own stigma. It's been especially in the news recently. What has your experience has been with something like GCW? Do you feel like it's been a really good experience? Do you like that genre, or?
I actually have a great time there. I've had many matches that have been on a grand stage, and I've gotten many opportunities. I got to wrestle at their lower or their developmental JCW, and I feel like it's showcasing younger talent that otherwise would not get as big of a stage to show their worth and how great they truly are. And I feel like everything they're doing is for the benefit of wrestling.
Yeah, no, I agree with you completely. I feel like with the different outlets now, especially with social media, IWTV is a big one right now for pro wrestling, and a lot of companies now are signing deals with Fight, and so a lot of their events are being broadcast on pay-per-view, and you can get them on demand as well. So that's giving you such a great level of exposure. Is there anybody who's reached out and tried to get a hold of you and said they really like your work so far?
A few people actually, but it's just I feel like people are just very supportive of what I'm doing and just want to see me grow.
I noticed that you also spent some time with Kiefer Bartek's promotion down in Texas. I believe that is is that New Texas Pro Wrestling?
Correcto Midday.
Yeah. So what's that like? Kiefer's a good dude, and we've gotten a chance to talk to him before. We're going to bring him back again. So what was that like?
I really enjoyed it. I got brought in the first time to wrestle Roxy, and that was my first time meeting her. And she's just an amazing person, and I love everything that they have going on in Texas. And I wish like more of those people who live in Texas and wrestle down there got more like to like the Midwest or to the East Coast, because I feel like there's so much talent there, but they're trapped because Texas is so huge. I did like a loop there, and everything was like 3 hours away, and I was like, if I'm 3 hours away like from home, I can be in like a whole different state. In Texas, you're just in Texas still.
Just a different section of it.
Yes.
Wow.
All right, what do you think of Whataburger?
See, I feel like it was overhyped for me. Like, I really enjoyed it, but it was like everybody like put it over so much that I was like, this isn't everything that I thought it was going to be. But
Okay.
Bucky's on the other hand,
Oh my
I
God.
fell in love.
I had never been to Bucky's till someone told me in Jacksonville there was a Bucky's. Now it's a smaller one, they said, but so I've only been to that one, but I loved it. And I thought, I wish Bucky's was around years ago. So now I want to try and hit every Bucky's there is.
There's the ones in Texas are just like amazing, and apparently there's a mega Bucky's that I want to experience, because like the Bucky's already are like Walmart size. I'm like, what is a mega like Bucky's gonna be, like a mall?
Yeah, and I made the mistake of not going into the bathrooms. I heard the bathrooms are immaculate.
They have bathroom attendant. Like someone's job is to clean the bathrooms all day and just be chilling there.
Wow.
And
So
this is a
there's
burger joint?
No, this is a gas station.
Oh my
Really?
God.
Right up your alley.
What
Right
is a
up your
Bucky?
alley.
I have know what a Bucky is.
And they have Bucky's a Beaver.
Yeah, Bucky's is a beaver. It's a mascot of the gas station. They have their own merchandise. They have like homemade fudge, and then they have burgers that are being made, and it's just they have a wall of beef jerky.
Have
I'm
you
just like, this is great.
you've been to a Bucky's? Have you ever been to a Valero?
Oh boy.
I don't know
Oh,
what that
no. She doesn't slum it.
Wow. Wow. She doesn't slump. Okay. I wasn't
Buc-ee's is-
sure.
You have to see Bucky's. It's amazing.
He won't know what to do with himself.
I know.
I love gas stations, by the way.
And there's probably
know.
what would you say, Billy? At least 100 pumps, gas
Yeah.
pumps. Yeah,
Yeah, it's insane.
100 gas pumps.
yeah.
Is
it
there
like discounted
admission?
gas?
They probably could charge admission, because I would go.
I would still go too.
Yeah,
You would pay admission to go to the gas station.
yeah. If they
Yeah.
had a cover charge, I'd pay it. And they're open 24 hours.
Every 50 gallons of gas gets you a free hood ornament.
Yeah, a little beaver hood ornament, Bucky hood ornament.
I'm going to leave that one go. Billy, let me ask you this question. So you talk about the state of Texas, and whenever you talk about Texas, obviously Booker T has his Reality of Wrestling down there as well, which is a really successful promotion. But also another promotion that a lot of people are flocking to is the all-women's promotion run by a really, really great wrestler, and that's Thunder Rosa. Have you ever had a chance to go ahead and talk to some people who've worked with Mission Pro, and what would your thoughts be if you ever got a chance to work with them?
I know a few people who do work for Mission Pro Wrestling, and I feel like what they're doing there is great in showcasing women's wrestling, and I would love to be part of that. Just haven't got the opportunity yet.
You see, it's so interesting because you seem so mature for your age, and I know that's something a lot of old people say, but you carry yourself with a lot of well
spoken.
Poise.
I know. Poise. Thank you. I
Poise.
was looking for the word. You carry yourself with a lot of poise, and you're
Confidence.
very experienced when it comes to wrestling itself. Is there something in wrestling so far, or maybe working with somebody that you might have kind of crossed paths with, but you've never got a chance to work with so far? And who might that be?
Ooh. My brain has to think.
Because I know you mentioned Roxy, and gosh, Roxy has done everything now. I mean, she has been across the pond. She's been a champion in different promotions, and now she's with ROH, with, I think it was incredible. And it seems like her career has just, in a blink of an eye, literally taken off. And it's like, wow, 2021 has been incredible for her.
Yeah, I'm so proud of everything she's doing. And like, she's one of those wrestlers who like I like met on a podcast actually. And that was our introduction into each other before I ended up wrestling her at New Texas. But everything she's like done this past year and just building herself, and even winning ROH's women's title, it's phenomenal to see her growth.
Yeah, there's so many young talent out there that is climbing the ranks really quickly. Would you also agree, as we mentioned before, IWTV, Fight? I mean, obviously YouTube has always been a platform that wrestlers can put their stuff on, but with social media being what it is today, and the TikTok and the Twitter and whatnot, you can literally put clips and promos and everything that is you out there, and within a moment's notice, people are watching highlights of your stuff. I mean, right after you get out of the ring, you're able to load stuff up, you're able to go live. How much do you feel like that's played a role into getting exposure for people where maybe 15, 20 years ago, that really didn't exist?
I feel like it's just broadened the audience of wrestling so much. And then everything's being seen so much more like quickly too, that this person can be picked up like this. Like, for example, like Ninja Mac, GCW. Oh, Alexa, turn on the light.
Alexa ain't
I think
listening.
Wow.
She shut
I'm
it
not
off
really
on me.
quite
It's
sure what
usually
just
bedtime
happened.
around this time. I have school during the week, and she's like, "It's bedtime. Shut the lights off."
Oh,
Alexa,
wow.
turn on the light.
Either that or the Undertaker's about to come out.
Clap on.
Clap on. But I lost my train of thought. Freaking Alexa.
Just somebody who you would like to work with. I mean, I know there's probably a plethora of names that come to mind, but is there anybody that you would say, you know, you had mentioned Roxy and how proud of her you are. Is there anybody else that kind of comes out?
I would love to wrestle Millie McKenzie. She's like my dream
Yes.
opponent. I feel like she's just a great talent. But I also started like talking to Charlie Evans, and I think she's just an amazing person, and would love for her to come from Australia over here, because I feel like she would have such a great time.
Yeah, we've talked to several people from Australia, and unfortunately, the lockdown situation there is even more extreme than it is here. So hopefully, fingers crossed, people continue to get healthy, things continue to get better, and we're able to see more international stars come back over to the States.
Yeah, I completely agree.
So I don't want to keep you because I'm not high school, but I'm a middle school language arts teacher. So when you said that essay that you're writing, what's your topic on the essay?
So I just read Frankenstein, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Nice.
So I had to choose excerpt from that and then analyze it, just talking about like the different, I don't even know. There's like diction and language, and just breaking it down and basically saying, why did the author do this? Well, I think the author did this because of this. There's a potato. I love that.
Well, if you ever have any questions about literacy or any of that kind of stuff, that's right up my alley. I'd be more than happy to share my expertise in that field as well.
Thank you so much.
It's great talking to you. I know we're kind of hard pressed here with time, but where can people find you? Where can people get your merchandise? Where can people find out where your next booking is going to be? Give everybody all those great details.
You can find all that information on social media. All my social media is at Billie Starkz, Billie, and then Starkz is Starkz.
This is awesome. Billie, it's so interesting. You live a double life that I think in so many ways we are envious of you. I mean, you get to be by day this normal American high school teenager, but in the evenings and the weekends, you become a badass and you're in the ring battling it out with people. So just understand, many of us live vicariously through you. And thank you for what you do. And we're so excited about everything that's going to happen in your career.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, too.
Good to see you again, Billy.
Absolutely. We'll talk to you down the road, Billy.
Thanks
See you
for
later.
stopping by.
Down the road.
Bye.
Be safe, guys.
Wow. So
What is Mikey?
I thought it was a turd.
That's poo.
That's poo.
I'm a potato.
So,
That's not a. I've seen a potato, Mikey. That's a turd.
is that the not Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo?
That's
No.
that's Mr. Cranky.
the,
Wait a minute.
the Halloween poo.
How do you make the mouth move? How are you doing that?
That you don't want to know.
Oh, so it's animation that's lined up with your face. Okay.
Yeah, he's technically sound. He can do all that stuff.
He is technically sound.
It takes me over an hour to do a freaking 30-second clip.
Takes me a half hour to get on a podcast.
It takes you 10 minutes just to try to get out of bed. I saw that. And then I saw the dejected look in your face when you realized it wasn't happening. You were like,
I was
no.
straightening something out.
Hey, what you do inside that bedroom is your business and
It's
all
a
of your
blanket.
business.
Oh Lord.
But no, but I will say this. It was awesome getting to meet Jerry. And, you know, there were people, and he's downplaying this big time because there were people who all around us were marking out. But Jerry kind of kept the fans away and he spent time and he got to talk to me. And it was really, really cool. And I just want to let you know that I legitimately appreciate that. That was a lot of fun. And that was a really cool night for me. So thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure.
Hey, Jerry, I ain't going to lie. Freeland sit there and text me. He goes, after Jerry left, I was signing autographs and charging $5 a pop.
Hey.
Meet the man that knows Jerry Lynn. $5 for an autograph.
I mean, I should have stood out there and signed autographs.
You could have made some serious cash.
Nah.
I'm your nephew now.
Oh Lord.
I told Freeland, I'm like, Freeland, why didn't you wear the FRM pod? You know?
I never thought about that.
Okay. Here's the reason why. Because I teach at a private Catholic school. I have to wear khakis and a golf shirt. That's what I have to wear. Like, it is very specific. Yes. Plus, we have mass
even to a wrestling show.
Well, I came right from school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the arena was right down the street from where I taught. So instead of going all the way home and then driving all the way back with rush hour and all that, I decided to grade some papers, follow up on some emails with some parents, and then I left from school to go to the show.
Gotcha. All right. Speaking of which, I got to get going. I was supposed to fly out this evening, and they canceled my flight, so I got to fly out at 7 a.m. So I got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I tell you what, this is ridiculous. Get up and have a great flight,
Freeland.
Jerry. Oh my God. No.
I'm back, okay?
It looks like a shredded wheat. Oh my God, it's a shredded wheat Trump.
Oh no.
I'm back, okay? Shredded wheat. Joe Biden should be eating me, getting the fiber in his diet. Maybe he'd be able to stay up longer than 3 p.m. I'm known as a man of many endurance. Many endurance. I do really big endurance.
Where are you
I'm
from?
here, I'm just waiting.
China?
Do you, China? I told you it'd be bad. Joe Biden in China. I told you. No one would believe me. China. Do you fuckers miss me yet or what? I mean, really.
I love
Things went from bad to worse.
What happened on?
Who would have thought someone more incompetent than myself could now be in? It could be worse. You could have Kamala. Excuse me, Kamala. I say Kamala. Because the only Kamala I know. That's correct, Jim Harris.
Who would ever guess you tune in live this week? You obviously get Mikey and Jerry, but you also get Mikey in animated form in poo/russet potato and now a Trump shredded weed.
You want to see me do my impersonation of Joe Biden?
Why not? Why not?
Are you ready?
Wait, hold on. Look at the teleprompter.
I am. Are you ready? They told me not to answer any questions.
Wow.
Dr. Biden, I'm damp.
Damn.
I've been wiped.
This is tremendous. This is tremendous. Wow.
Things could be worse. It could always be worse. It could always be worse. You could be Nancy Pelosi. Holy fuck, for the love of God. Could you imagine?
No, I couldn't.
All right, I gotta go. I gotta get to bed.
Jerry, be good. Have a great
Good.
show.
Actually, I'm back in office.
Oh my God. Shredded Trump is back in the Oval Office.
I've been here. I never left.
Oh
This place has been converted to an air fryer.
boy.
You want
Jerry?
to watch me hop? Watch this. See my-
What is happening?
This is what birds see.
Oh man.
Oh,
All right,
Aren't you
awesome.
glad I came back?
Yes,
Bye.
very much so. Good to see you both. We love you both. We're glad to hear you guys are in good spirits.
Everybody loves me. 73 million Americans voted for me. 73. 23 million voted for Joe Biden. 53 forgot.
53 just forgot.
Himself included.
Wow. Wow. This caricature version of you, I'm digging this, man. This is fun. Oh, my eyes watering.
See my big tongue?
I see that. Whoa! Wow!
Yeah, that's why when you grab him by the pussy, huh?
Oh my God!
Oh, did I say that? Am I not supposed to say that? Oh,
It's your world, baby. We're just living in it.
that's right. Don't forget that, Freeland. Pay your
I
bill.
will never forget. I will never forget. Wow. Wow. Unfreaking believable.
I'm gonna headbang.
And a hair not out of place.
Nope, not a
Perfect.
single speck.
It's perfect. It's glued. Glued like an iron-on t-shirt.
It's the last time I share any of my wardrobe stuff with anyone else.
Are you fuckers bringing on a panel tonight?
We got a few people that we're going to be bringing on. You want to stick around for that?
Hell.
Do you want to stick around for that? We're going to step out for a short commercial break. When we come back, we are going to have the panel. I got some questions I'd love to ask our wrestling fans. Obviously, Mikey can jump in as well.
No, I'm leaving.
Or he's out.
I gotta go gamble at the casino. I
Tell
lost
Ivan-
$29 million today in the stock market thanks to fucking Joe Biden.
We need to have a cameo of shredded wheat Trump weekly, if that's even possible.
You see, if I try really hard, watch this. Should I do it again? Here we go, watch.
Oh my God, what the hell are you doing? Oh, I love it.
I can make my mouth vagina.
Oh my!
You better not do that around Freeland.
I can make a mouth vagina. Incredible.
Oh,
Oh. I'm gonna
do
behave
the
myself.
ABCs. Concentrate on the O and the Q.
What are we doing?
What
are we doing? Ritt, throw us to I'm Too Sexy, guys. Don't go anywhere.
You still play that shit.
We still play it because it's one of the most popular songs there is.
Why don't we just have him sing it live in the Trump voice?
The whole song?
I will say just this. I'm too sexy. I'm too sexy for my hair. Too sexy for my hair. Too sexy. I don't care.
I don't care.
Okay, well, enjoy the fucking video, folks.
This is brought to you by the Mikey Whipwreck.